June 24th, 1996, and we're flying at about 400 feet at 80 knots. Just coming up to the railway bridge that goes across the mouth of Portage Creek in the upper part of the Bredor Lake. There you just get a view of the bridge in the foreground, and as we come across you get these partially stabilized scarp shores, low wetland just in the foreground there now, grasses in the back shore, very shallow water in the near shore. Cutting by Estemere, very small village up in the head of the waters here. As we head around towards Round Island and Campbell Island, the shores are starting to get a little bit higher, probably about 10 meters or more relief. Backshore partially scarped, reddish brown till, foreshore, narrow beach, and the subtidal areas of shallow water, sandy, a lot of vegetation just offshore. Time is 14:24. We're just leaving the mainland shore and heading across to Round Island and then Campbell Island. Up in the channel, you can see again a spit, recurved spit, and it's just joined to form a cuspate foreland in the back of the Round Island. As we come around it, you see there's a spit on each end. Mostly sandy, but there's some pebble in there, and the nearshore waters are pebbly sand. The backshore, partially stabilized scarp. Nearshore waters you can see fairly well, they're shallow. And as we come across over to Campbell Island, there's a shoal that extends off Campbell Island towards Round Island off its point. And there's several small barriers and cuspate forelands that join different parts of Campbell Island. There you get a good view of the higher part of Campbell Island, and then we go on into the lower area, which has a barrier beach, several ridges, beach ridges, recurves going into the lagoon, and there's a partial outlet from the lagoon. Coming around Campbell Island, we've gone by the outer island, and when you come around it, you see it's much more gravelly and pebbly. We're probably in the Windsor group now. Mostly till shores. Water depth here are less than 30 meters anyway, but the outer shores here seem to have a lot more cobble boulder lag. Just seeing the shoal that extends from an island just off of Campbell Island and almost completely joins it. The outer part of that small island is erosional scarp. Probably less than 5 meters relief, I would guess. And there's a shoal extends seaward of it as well. Time is 14:26. We're just coming around Campbell Island. There you can see the shoal again that joins the small island and Campbell Island. Coming around the backside of Campbell Island, there's beautiful recurved beach ridges with trees lining the ridges. It's mostly sand dune cap along the island, and it's a very beautiful sort of curvature to the barrier beach in the island. As you come along this part of Campbell Island, it's more scarp at the backshore and pebble cobble beach. And then at the far end again is a small barrier. coming over to Round Island. And this side of the island is more of a pebble cobble beach, fairly well developed, a lot of dead trees lying along. Okay. Right at the end again we have a small dust-bait foreland, sandy. We're just going to curve around, then head back down the main shore towards McKinnon's Harbor. Just make a circle here, looking back towards Round Island and Campbell Island. And we're just joining the main shore again. Coming around one of the headlands just before McKinnon's Harbor. These more scarp in the back shore. Then we switch into a barrier beach, sandy, trees around the old beach ridges and dunes. And then again a foreland, cusping foreland again with trees along the old ridges. And then the outer headland, we're getting into more of a partially stabilized reddish-brown till cliff. We come around the corner up towards Red Point West. Going across the front of McKinnon's Harbor, you can see the old entrance is all filled in now, has a barrier beach in front of it. And ridges, you just see it now. That's the old inlet. It's filled in with beach ridges and shoals. In fact, there seems to be a pile of sediment there that's artificial. As we come along the barrier that fronts McKinnon's Harbor, it's more sandy, gravel, pebble. You see a lot of strip forestry on the peninsula, more scarped, partially eroded scarp. It's about a 15-meter contour. We're just looking up McKinnon's Harbor. Used to be gypsum quarrying up in this area, and they used to dredge the inlet to get into McKinnon's Harbor, but it all filled in, and that may be one of the reasons for that big pile of sediment, is it's part of what they filled in. It's hard to tell unless they've been mining it. There you get a view looking on the back side of the peninsula that runs along the front of McKinnon's Harbor. About a 15-meter relief, 15-20 meter relief to that peninsula.